Hey guys, Ultra Maximus here. Give this video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future videos. And jump over to Facebook and like my page to upload your video links, pictures, and join the conversation there. Click on the links in the description below. Hey guys, now follow me on Instagram at Ultra Maximus Reviews and Twitter at Ultra__Maximus. Links in the description below.
Let's suck in the guts, guys, with the Ghostbusters.
Oh, hey, it's the Ghostbusters!
Got your stick? Oh! Heat 'em up! Let's show this prehistoric bitch how we do things downtown. We came, we saw, we kicked its ass. You suck.
Who you gonna call?
Hey guys, Ultra Maximus back with another 31 horror toys in 31 days! And today, we're going to take a look at the new Plasma Series Ghostbusters. So this video review is going to be a 4-in-1 deal, so we're going to take a look at the 4 Ghostbusters in this line. If you don't know what this series is, this is basically the Marvel Legends of Ghostbusters from Hasbro. It's their new line that they have come out with this year. And, I gotta say, I think they look pretty good. I think some of the parts are retools from the WWE Ghostbusters from last year. Mainly the gear. I think it's probably going to be like the trap and the backpacks and things. But I don't know. We'll take a look. We'll see. Now, much like Hasbro's other lines like this, you do get a Build-A-Figure, and it's Vince Clorthos, the Demon Dog. I will take a look at that with the other figures in this wave in another video. Now, they're also releasing a Tully and Zool 2-pack. I have not seen that out as of yet. I don't even know if that's out at the time of this recording, but that's definitely something to pick up to kind of complete the Plasma series. We're also getting an Ecto-1 from Ghostbusters Afterlife in this set, but unfortunately it's not going to be big enough to put the Ghostbusters in, which is a bit of a shame. I'd love to get an actual Ghostbusters Ecto-1 for these figures. That might be a HasLab thing, maybe in 2021. I guess we'll see how well Afterlife does. So looking at the figures themselves, we got Venkman, Spangler, Stantz, and Zeddemore here. So the packages, they're all kind of brown with a little zipper that kind of looks like the little jumpsuits that they have, and then their names look like the badges, and then the side of the package. They all have that same kind of artwork going on there, so that's kind of cool. And then just kind of a close-up of each one real fast. Yeah, definitely kind of fun, kind of cool. Here is Ray. Sculpts so far look pretty decent. They're not the greatest, they're not the worst. I can live with them. I think Winston here has probably got one of the better ones, I think. Just looking at them, I'm going to say it's Winston and Ray look better than Egon and Venkman. But I might be wrong, I don't know. Back of the package here, they all are very similar. They've got little bios on each one, which is very cool. And they've got like a little proton line that runs to each figure in the actual wave. And then, of course, you get the Demon Dog Build-A-Figure, which is very cool. And then you get all the words in the history of ever down at the bottom, so just kind of a close-up of each bio. If you want to pause and read these, you are more than welcome to. So there is Winston, here's Ray's, right there. If you want to pause and read that, you're more than welcome to. And then Egon Spangler. So there's his little bio. And then finally we've got Peter, Mr. Dr. Venkman himself. So yeah, that's pretty much it right there. So boxes, yeah, they're not too terribly bad. I'm liking the characters. We get all the equipment, including the goggles. Now, only a few of them. Actually, I think Winston's the only one that has a proton blast on his, which is really weird. Very interesting. So that's really about it for the packaging. Let's go ahead and get these guys out of box and see what we think. So here we have all of the Ghostbusters out of the packaging, and I've got to say, for the most part, I really do like these figures a lot. The sculpts are all pretty good. There's a lot of reused parts on these figures. And when I say that, I don't mean from other lines. I just mean these 4 figures basically use almost all the same parts. They just mix them up a bit. I will say straight off the bat, though, that my Venkman figure is probably the worst to stand up among them. I've really got to kind of hunch him over just ever so slightly and flatten his feet out on like a desk to get him to stand upright. The other figures, I can just kind of pose the legs and put him down and they all stand up. But for some reason, Venkman's, he just doesn't want to stand. But once I got him in the right pose, he's been fine. So just be aware of that. Those boots, I don't know. There's something about them that's just not quite 100% stable, and maybe that's my Venkman figure. Maybe it's a QC issue on mine. Now, each figure comes with a leg part to Vince Clorthos. So we got a rear leg here. Here's a front leg right there. Then we get another rear, and then another front. And to tell the difference, because it's kind of hard on the back of the box, the front legs have a claw on the rear toe, and the rear legs have a kind of heel spike back there instead of a clawed toe. So be aware of that. Articulation on the legs, and I'll get more into this when I actually build the Ghost. It's got a hinge joint there. It's got a swivel there, and then a ball joint, or not a ball joint, but a hinge and a swivel at the ankle for the front legs. The back legs, this knee does not have any articulation, which is a bit unfortunate. There's a hinge joint with a swivel on the rear knee, and then the same for the foot as it is in the front, and then nothing at the back leg. Again, just not quite as articulated as the front legs. And we'll put together the Demon Dog in the video with the other Ghost figures. So on to focus with the Ghostbusters themselves. Each figure comes with its own accessory item. They've all got the same backpacks. I'll kind of talk about that here in a second. But they all have an individual unique accessory. Winston has got the thrower effect for the proton pack. Venkman comes with a ghost trap, which is interesting because from what I remember in the movie, Ray was the one that carried the ghost trap around. Venkman's got the PKE meter, which is very cool, and then Ray comes with the goggles. Now, theoretically, they should all have the same accessories. They all should come with a proton blast, they should all come with a ghost trap, they should all come with a PKE meter, and they should all come with goggles. But you're looking at $20. So I'm going to pick Ray up here to kind of show off some things. The proton packs are all exactly the same. The only difference is there's some paint app differences on the back. Ray's got the red dot on the accelerator back there. I guess that's what that is there. And then they all each, the red dot is kind of in a different spot for each one of them. So that's kind of interesting there. They all basically have the same belt. However, Ray's is different in the fact his has a little hook. I don't know if it's going to show right there, but there's a little hook right there that you can hook the ghost trap on, which the others do not have. They all do have, however, a little pinhole right there that you can store the PKE meter on, which is interesting. So they can all do that. And then my Spangler has a little different design on the yellow tube on his belt compared to the others. All the others have the same exact belt. And again, that just may be QC issue on that particular figure because everything else is the same. As far as body molds go, Ray and Winston look like they have about the same torso. Ray may be a little bit huskier than Winston there. Peter and Egon, they have the exact same upper torso. It looks like they all have the same arms. And the legs are all exactly the same except for Peter because his pants are untucked, which was the case in the movies. And I can't remember if Peter wore gloves or not in the movie. But he may have had them on for some of the scenes. I can't really remember off the top of my head. Leave a comment down below if I am wrong. But I can definitely see him wearing the gloves, and it makes it a little easier to reuse the parts. So yeah, looking at them, Ray does look a little heavier than Winston does, for sure, looking at them all side by side. But yeah, these two look like they're almost exactly the same. Which, again, that's fine. Now, to get the proton packs on, there is a little bit right there that you're going to connect. So they all can kind of go over. They're all inter-switchable. So that's very cool. Very, very nice. I am definitely digging that. Articulation on these figures are all exactly the same. So we'll use Ray here. I'm going to take these, raise these goggles up a little bit, I guess. If I can do that, there we go. So his head moves back and forth. It goes up and down a little bit. Arms come out all the way. They spin all the way around. There is an upper twist at the arm. It looks like there's a butterfly joint, but it's not really. It's got a very tight double jointed elbow. No swivel at the upper glove. Hand twists and is on a hinge. The waist is on a swivel kind of ball joint type of thing. The proton pack does clip on at the upper part of the backpack. Legs kick that far forward. They kick back about that far. They kick outwards that far. There is a swivel at the upper leg. He's got a very, again, these figures, they're so tight, but it's a double jointed, if I can bend it, there we go. Double jointed knee joint, which is a very, very nice, but very, very tight. There's no swivel at the upper boot. The feet are on hinge joints, and they've got that crazy ankle rocker pivot we love! With this being the widest possible stance with both feet still flat on the floor. So taking a closer look at the Ray figure itself, this is one of the better sculpts, I think. It really looks like Dan Aykroyd from the movie to me. I like the jacket, all the wrinkles in it. It's got his little name badge. The Ghostbusters logo is tempoed on the side. He's got the black undershirt. The proton pack looks good. I like the green straps that go over. It's got all the little paint apps on it, the silver and the reds and the blues and the yellows, all the wires. Everything there looks really, really good. He's got the goggles, and what's nice about the goggles, you can lift them upright like I've got in this shot, or you can put them down like I had in the opening shot. Overall, I mean, it looks like Ray, and that's a pretty good thing. Now looking at the midsection of the figure, again, the proton pack looks really, really good. We got all the wires hanging off the belt. He's got the elbow pads, the nice glossy gloves, all this stuff on his belt. The belt's kind of a loose rubber piece that hangs around the waist, which is nice. And again, the flight jacket's got all the wrinkles, everything there. Very cool. The only difference Ray has on his belt is the hook, so that you can put the ghost trap on, which is pretty nice. That comes with Peter, which is kind of weird. But everything else looks really, really good. And, you know, quite frankly, the rest of the Ghostbusters are in the same outfits. So I'll be skipping their midsections here because they're all about the same. So Ray's just a little portlier than the others, but all the wrinkles and looks are about the same. And then take a look at the legs of the Ray figure. Again, sculpted pretty well, kind of that standard Marvel Legends style knees and joints. all the wrinkles in the flight suit. The legs are tucked into the nice glossy military style boots, which I like, and it's sculpted well. Everything looks pretty good there. Again, all of the Ghostbusters except for Peter have the same leg setup, so we'll just go ahead and leave this the way it is. And then taking a closer look at Egon here, again, the head sculpt is pretty decent, but there's something slightly off that's missing from Harold Ramis, but it's close enough, I suppose. Again, we got his badge. His glasses are sculpted pretty well. I like that. The outfit's pretty much the same that we see on the other figures. He's got the Ghostbusters logo. Again, he's got his proton pack on. The paint apps are pretty much the same. Some slight differences here and there. Probably just factory mishaps, I would guess, on the back of them. And then I think one of the things that's a bit off about these figures are the hair tones. They're just brown, and they probably could have used a little bit of paint wash in there to give it a little bit more, I don't know, realistic look. So taking a closer look at Peter of Venkman, again, sculpt is pretty good. It looks enough like a Bill Murray that I'm happy with it, but there's something just a little bit off on it to me. I don't know what it is. He's got his Venkman patch. Again, he's got the Tempo Ghostbusters logo there. Proton pack looks nice, just like all the others. Paint apps on all the proton packs seem a little bit different, and I don't know if that's just because of sloppy paint work or they intentionally did that to make them a little bit different each. But overall, it's not bad. There's just something missing on this Bill Murray likeness, and I don't know what it is. Now, to look at Peter Venkman's leg setup is a little bit different from the others, so we'll go ahead and show it off a little bit closer. Again, he's got the untucked pant legs, which was his character in the movie. He just didn't tuck them in, and you know, kind of gives him a little sloppy kind of look. But hey, that's all right. He's Peter. That's the way he is. But you know, kind of interesting and nice. They put that little detail on this particular figure. And finally, taking a closer look at the fourth Ghostbuster, Winston Zeddemore. This is another one of the better sculpts. I think this really does look like the actor. I like the look. I like the paint apps and his eyes and his mouth, the mustache. All that looks good. He's got his little badge. Of course, he's got his Ghostbusters logo. Same kind of outfit we got with the others. The same proton pack. Everything on this one looks a lot better than, I don't know, Peter and Egon. Again, I think that Ray and Winston are the best two sculpts. They captured the likeness of those characters, and there's just something a little bit off about the others, but I'm definitely digging this Winston figure. For comparison, here we have the four Ghostbusters next to the Marvel Legends Dracula. And as you can see, they're a bit shorter than he is. In fact, just about every Marvel Legend I have scaled them up to, they're just a little bit short, and I guess that's just the line. They're not quite 6 inches. It's in that 6-inch scale, but they're really probably about 5 3/4 inches, maybe. And you know, that's okay. I mean, it works. Maybe they're not the tallest guys out there. I don't know. But if you're looking to match them up with Marvel Legends figures or others in the 6-inch scale, they will work. They're just going to be a little bit shorter than a lot of the figures, although Marvel Legends are kind of all over the place because of the different size scales. So is the Hasbro Plasma Series Ghostbusters a figure set you want in your Ghostbusters collection? I'm going to say yes. I really like these figures for the most part. At the price point, I think they're really, really damn good. They're basically Marvel Legends quality figures. They've got all the basic articulation that you would get in a Marvel Legends figure, which is really, really nice. The face sculpts look pretty damn good. Like I said in this video, I think Ray and Winston are the standouts in the sculpts on the face. Something a bit off on Peter and Egon, but that just may be QC. You might find one that looks a little bit better. I don't know. I will say, I like the outfits. All of the Proton packs look good. All the accessories are awesome. I just wish they came with the same accessories for each Ghostbuster. That would have been nice. The Ghost Trap fits on Ray's belt, like I said before. The PKE meter can fit in anybody's belt, and then that Proton thrower, that will fit on anybody's Proton pack. So, yeah. Overall, I think it's a great set. I'd like a little bit more accessories, or even maybe an accessory pack that you could sell all those extra parts in. That would be fine too. So yeah, for better or for worse, there they are. I know not a lot of people don't care for them much, and I'm not really sure why. I think they're miles above the Mattel versions. And I may pick those up just to do a toy versus toy on them. But so far, I'm absolutely loving these figures. So there they are! The Plasma Series Ghostbusters for 31 horror toys in 31 days!
See you next Wednesday.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. To watch more Ultra Maximus, click on the links to the right. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future videos. And jump over to Facebook and like my page to upload your video links, pictures, and join the conversation there. Click on the links in the description below.